Hello? Hell is low. Goodbye. Sometimes byes are good. I mean, you could take that however you want. I was talking about the, when someone say a high and bye. Sometimes byes are not so good. And sometimes hell isn't even the lowest place people can go. Let me stop fooling around. I am Think. Good day. Good evening. Good life. In spite. Okay, so I'm reading this book, Chakra Healing by Margarita Alcantara. This is part 2. So chapter 3, common symptoms and ailments. Often when something is off, we'll experience the first signals through emotional, mental, and spiritual symptoms because they show up in the energy body first. If they are not addressed while in the energy body, they become physical symptoms. In this chapter, we'll go through many common symptoms and ailments in alphabetical order, as well as the affected chakras. If you don't know me, I am finding this out myself. This is like right here will be so much lighter, but definitely this side, like right here, it like always looks ashy. So now I understand those people that like have spit. That was nasty. Whatever. Some people like just have glob of spit. Kind of like, or it looks like there's spit there. This, you see, it is clearly not dry. And it looks ashy. It's very upsetting. I believe that will go away at some point in time when my chakras align. That will go away. Or I'll figure out how to like counteract it, whatever. So, I know somebody's still like, did she really just spit? I'm so sorry. I mean, it's whatever. Oh, like the video. Share the video if you care. If you don't care, you can still share it, Subscribe because it's free. You don't have to buy a subscription. Please. I said it nicely. Yeah, press the like button also. Oh, and comment. If you dislike it, then I guess, press the dislike button, but I'd advise against pressing the dislike button. You don't want to do that. You don't want to, unless you like really disliked it, you don't want to just put that energy on somebody and it's not like you disliked it for real. It was just like, for that, you could have just, left it as a view and that's it. But comment, please. In the comment section, I don't really care what you put, as long as you're not trying to, like, scam people out their home, their money, their good energy. Like, don't try to scam people. That's not cool. But, if you want to do that, you'll just get reported. It's whatever. But yeah, comment. That's why if you see on other videos, some people, or like shorts or whatever of mine, some people have left nasty negative comments and I liked them Like, I literally hearted them. Like, I put a like. And you know why I did that? I did that because it was still a comment. I didn't take no negative energy from it. I actually quite laughed at it. If you thought it was so ill or, dude, cringy, what the fudge? Good for you. like Unc says, I would say put your thumb up your ass. Okay? I changed his wording, but it's pretty much the same concept. Put your thumb up your ass. If you have time to put a negative comment on somebody's stuff that they put work into, and it's not like for actual constructive criticism, it's just criticism, which means it's not going to help, which means you're putting out negative, no good energy, then just, do us all a favor and go put your thumb up your own ass. Okay? Fix that shit. Maybe it's clogged up there. Maybe something needs to come out. Maybe you should get that checked. If you've got enough energy to put some negative bullshit on somebody's positive stuff, you should probably fuck yourself. I mean that in the most sincere, positive way possible. I mean, because obviously nobody else wants to fudge you. You might as well do yourself. Do yourself. Just do it. But I didn't come on here for that. But tangents are pretty much a thing. So, alright, so these can range from simple symptoms as neck pain to more complicated issues. Like addiction. Because a person may experience a particular symptom or ailment for different reasons, we'll look at a number of possible explanations. So, being that the word addiction starts with A and the second letter is D, addiction is first. Okay? There are other ones, but this is addiction, chakras affected, mostly the throat chakra. Okay, so for addiction, your chakras that might be affected. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Wait. Let me get back to that in 2 seconds. A few minutes. Addiction. Chakras affected, mostly the throat chakra, but all other chakras are affected. Addiction occurs when we become dependent on a legal or illegal drug, substance, food, or behavior. Long-standing addiction can cause serious pardon me, I had to burp. Serious problems for us in relationships. I've experienced this. Our physical, mental, and spiritual health. I've experienced all of this. Our work. I've experienced this. And with the legal system, I've also experienced that. When we are suffering from addiction, we have lost communication with ourselves and others, feel silenced, and feel unable to express ourselves. These are all traits that involve an out of balance throat chakra. But like I said, like the book says, all other chakras are affected. But the highly most affected chakra is the throat chakra when it's an addiction that you have or you're suffering from. Because you can have something and suffer from it at the same time. So If you have an addiction, you are suffering from it. Now, I came on here. I'm going to close that right there. I'll get back to that in a minute. I came on here to let anybody know that sex is an addiction. I mean, it can be. Just like shopping, just like smoking, just like drinking, gambling, anything that might put your ass out of a house and home, anything that might isolate you from the people you love and the people who love you. I'm not talking about when people you love or people who love you are not treating you properly, or you're not treating others properly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when this thing, like it just said, when you feel like you can't even communicate with those whom you feel closest to in the entire world. Okay? That is when it's an addiction. Okay? I'm not saying some people ain't hard to talk to. I'm saying when you would rather choose to not even make that step to try to talk to somebody. When you would rather choose to do that because of your desire or your dependency on some sort of behavior or substance. A substance can be anything, and a behavior can be anything. When you choose that behavior or that substance over the people that mean the most to you in the world, that is when it is an addiction. That's when it's an addiction. When you feel like you can't go without it, when you feel like you might freaking just croak if you can't do that behavior, or if you can't get that substance, that is when it's an addiction, and that is when you are dependent. So that may be a codependent addiction is codependency on whatever it is you're addicted to. And I'm working on getting out of that. 1333 when I said that. So let me just post this and I'll come back with my addiction story. Health is wealth. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Health is wealth.